All right, we're live for Nightcap. So the headlines are everywhere. AI will replace real estate agents, or artificial intelligence is coming for your job. Robots will dominate property investment. And if you're like most people, you're probably wondering if your plans to build wealth through real estate are about to be derailed by some evil algorithm. I get messages from students all the time asking, Mark, should I even bother learning land investing if AI is just going to automate everything and eliminate all the opportunities? It's a fair question in a world where ChatGPT can write emails, AI can analyze market data in seconds, and algorithms are already making investment decisions for hedge funds. But here's what the fear mongering headlines won't tell you. While AI might revolutionize many aspects of real estate, land investing has built in human elements that no algorithm can replicate. In today's episode, we're exploring and we're explaining exactly why AI will never replace land investors and how smart land investors can actually use artificial intelligence as a powerful tool while maintaining the human advantages that create the biggest profits, including the aspects of land investing that require human judgment, intuition, and relationship building that no robot will ever master. Whether you're worried that technology will eliminate your investment opportunities or you're curious about how to leverage AI in your land business, this episode will show you why the future belongs to humans who know how to work with technology, not against it. Joining me tonight
Jeez.
is handsome Rob, John Burnett.
Cheers, Mark. Good to see you.
Good to see you, brother. And breathe in the mailing, breathe out the marketing. The Zen Master, Mike Zato. Mike, how are you?
I'm good. And I want to point something out to the listeners. They might not know. That was actually Mark singing the intro. Just want to throw that out there.
We gotta watch it.
I don't want to talk too much about my singing career that got derailed in the late 80s with my mullet. But just to be clear, Mike is joking. I cannot sing. Dude Buddy, the Nightcap OG, is out sick tonight. So everyone, thoughts and prayers for Scott Bossman, who is under the weather. I will not violate any HIPAA violations, as Scott has not told me what is wrong. So I can't even, which is smart on his part. So before we dive into
That's an old joke, but good one.
Yeah, I know. Will AI replace land investors? Mike, what do we do? Who are we?
We are Land Geek. And what we do, not only do we invest in raw land, we buy land between, $500 to $5,000, turn around and sell to owner financing, create a note, then create a note portfolio. We actually show you, the average person, how to do this because we're just average people. I'm just a firefighter. John, as a dad of 9 kids, I don't know how many it is now.
It's 10.
Mark was an investment bank. We're just regular people. But, Mark, you figured this out a while ago and graciously showed us how to do it. And now we show other people how to do the same thing. So that's what we do.
I love it. John, handsome Rob Burnett, you are a huge geek. Huge geek. In the best possible way.
That's a compliment these days.
It is. I mean, he used Suno to create that Eat Bologna Buy Land song. We have a whole Eat Bologna Buy Land playlist that John has created, and I actually love it. Like, I'd rather listen to those songs than normal songs now. Don't judge. John, where do you see the biggest threats to AI and the biggest leverage points for us land entrepreneurs utilizing AI as a tool?
Yeah, it's hard for me to think a lot about what the threats are. It's not that there aren't any. I guess, from my perspective, I mostly see opportunity right now.
What opportunities do you see?
So I guess with opportunity, historically, in order, we focus a lot on delegation and automation, right? So we delegate to other people, we automate to tools. And historically, in order to automate, you need to have completely consistent variables, right? So it has to be completely consistent one to the next. If there's any break in consistency, you cannot automate. You have to delegate to other people because there's a critical thought required. So that's the way things have historically operated. With AI, there's now a little bit of a gap bridge, right? Where you can now automate things that have some level of critical thought requirement. And so I think that creates a huge amount of opportunity just on the delegation side of things. But I use it in a wide variety of areas of my business. A lot of it's just kind of playing around and kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. But I think that there's a lot of opportunity. I use it like the other day, we've got somebody who is working on jumping more into the acquisition side of our business. And we built out an AI bot to train him on having these conversations, right? And so it steps into the role, it steps into an avatar for a seller, and then they have a back and forth conversation. And then he says, all right, stop, give me feedback. And it grades him on like how he did in each of the different areas and all these kinds of things. So it's been really helpful for us from coaching and from like organizing our thoughts, just having something that we can I can verbally process to and have it spit that into something coherent to, even just some marketing stuff, that we've done with our company. So there's a lot of opportunities that we've enjoyed just kind of messing around with. I think there's a lot more that we could be doing. So it's an exciting time. I'm sorry, I'm rambling here. But I don't see it as a threat because I think that there is a relational aspect of this business that you can't get rid of. So when it comes to the conversational piece, to specifically sellers, that's a piece that I think it is. I just don't see a world in which sellers are comfortable talking on the phone to a robot and then signing a deed for their property to another person. I think there's a relational aspect of that is not going to go away at any point.
Yeah, absolutely. Don Thrasher, relationships are everything. Good to see you, Don. Andrew Newbarth checked out a few videos on using AI receptionist today. Pretty neat, definitely opportunities there. But this is really cool, and I want to talk a little bit about this. Because he writes, I can see building out a due diligence AI bot would be sweet to do 95% of the legwork and then spot check its work. And for those in the Lanky community, our clients, this is what we are building, is we are building custom GPTs to share with everybody that is going to be automated. And eventually what we want to do is create these AI agents that will actually be doing the work. We're not there yet, but we're testing it on our own businesses, just like what John is. And so the best stuff we're going to share, we're going to give to our clients, so it's going to be, super valuable to be in that world. Zen Master, what are you thinking about?
Well, I think I would concur number one with John, and I would parlay off of that in the fact that I believe that.
By the way, I think that this is like a new nightcap drinking game. Is as soon as one of us say concur, everyone has to drink.
I just think I'm going to add it to my whiteboard here. John gets one concur.
Well, he's talking about the relational aspect and the human nuance of things, right? I don't think sellers sell their land. They sell stories. Like there's a reason why they've owned properties. And I always refer to this as land therapy. When we talk to someone who wants to sell a property, they'll release the property, but they want to tell someone the story. They want to interact with a human that can listen and have empathy. And, you might be dealing with a widow that, her and her husband used that property for years, and then he passed away. So there's that sort of nuance there. It's just so relationship driven, this whole business. And I don't see AI being able to replicate that, at least at this point in time, right? This relationship aspect of it, where you know, that's one part. I don't do it now on the intake. My team does, but I loved the stories. I loved the reason why someone bought a property. Why do you want to sell now? All these things that when you get this emotional connection, you start. That's how you generate a really good deal too, because you build a connection with someone and they're willing to let it go at a discount, but they want to talk to someone. They want to have that sort of processing of talking about why they bought the land, how they used the land, and then and eventually how they stopped using the land. And so AI is great for many things, but it's just like when the calculator came out, Mark. People are like, oh, kids are going to be dumb, or they're not. No, it's a tool. A calculator only spits out what you put into it. AI isn't at the point where it's like thinking for itself in a sense. It's like you have to input correctly. You have to really prompt it correctly. You have to know what you're looking for to get the right results. But aside from that, I don't think that the nuance, the human relationships here it's too important in this business.
I concur. And
Ooh.
it's true. I mean, and
Yeah.
I think we're social animals, and we do. I mean, first of all, if you like, I've been playing with Sora too. It's really good. The video generating, like 15 seconds, but it looks like me. It sounds like me. I can fly. I can do all these crazy things. But imagine if people start using it in nefarious ways. No one's going to know it's real anymore.
Mhm.
And so we're going to want that human connection. And it's really, to both of your points, like, I think if we leverage AI, it is going to save us time. It is going to save us money. I do think a lot of the boring tasks that maybe inexpensive virtual assistants are doing now will go away. But it could be like the best thing that's ever happened to humanity. The dream could be here, where we're just doing creative work. We're all in flow. We have time. We have money. We have health. We have the trifecta of passive income because we're leveraging this incredible technology that's making our lives better. That's my optimism. Now, my pessimism is that AI looks at us and becomes super intelligent, like kind of like we're the dog, right? Like we love our dogs, we pour into our dogs, but I tell you what, if all the dogs got this crazy virus and started killing all the people, there ain't gonna be no more dogs, right? Like no problem. And I'm afraid that could be an existential threat to humanity. But I don't want to. Let's transition from there.
Sounds like we just got a plot for a new movie.
Yeah,
I
we just
know.
have to make friends with the robots. Talk nicely to ChatGPT.
Yeah. And,
Which is
and here's Harvey, as an IT guy, AI is only as good as the prompt. It's absolutely true.
Yeah. I get it's true. Like it's funny whenever you talk to somebody who says like AI is no good. I tried typing this and look at what it's spat out. It's garbage. It's usually because they don't really know how to use AI. Like when you prompt effectively, you can get really good results.
I was actually reading from someone who's like an expert in AI saying that you should not be polite to it. You get better results when you're very direct with it, which is interesting.
It's true. If you tell it like you're really frustrated, then it will react and sometimes give you better results. So sometimes I am insulting to AI. So I'll be the first one it comes for when we reach the plot point of Terminator.
Shout out O'Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I like to play with different models. So I'll have Grok, Claude, and ChatGPT open. I don't use a whole lot of Gemini. I don't know. I have nothing against the Gemini model. And then sometimes even DeepSeek for the open source model, just because it's quicker, it's lighter, and just kind of see like, which one is a better answer for what I want to do. And so far, what I've noticed is I just lean toward ChatGPT's wrapper more, but I would say that For marketing, I really like Grok. And for
Really?
writing, I really like Claude.
When you
Yeah.
say marketing, do you mean like photo generation, or do you mean like
I mean, like hooks,
hooks?
like
Okay.
copy,
Cool. Yeah.
like copywriting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got a little bit more personality, I think.
Yeah.
It can sound a little bit more like me as
Yeah.
I train. Okay, so Don's asking, does AI present us with a trust issue with our clientele? Mike, you're the genius of trust. To know Mike is to love Mike, and when you work with Mike, you just want to keep working with Mike. Is that going to go away? Because well, how do I know it's Mike? Like I
Right.
can fake a Boston accent.
Again, I can see AI in many roles. I've even listened to AI like confirm people's appointments and things. You can see this; it's out there. But the real trust comes from us, right? Whether it's us or the team that represents us, right? And because they really do, and that's one of the things when I talk about. Let's talk about the most obvious role here: interacting with the potential seller is the intake manager, and they're just that needs to be a people person. That means just needs somebody who can build this sort of trust. So I just don't see AI following into that role, Mark. I just don't see it. And I'll tell you what AI. I was thinking what AI really, um, land investing, Mark, is personal growth, right? It's a path to freedom. It's a path to legacy, mindset transformation. AI can't replace that journey of learning, of risking, of growing through each deal. It can't replace that, And so, from a personal perspective, right? It just can't. We can use it. It's going to be a tool at our disposal. It's not going to replace us as the CEO of our business or as the investor. We're just yes, this could progress over time to the point where these AI bots can have empathy and things of that nature. But I think we're a long way from that, right? That's a far future possibility. But yeah, Mark, I don't think it's going to ruin relationships because I think I think the AI right now where it comes into play is with maybe running some due diligence, comp analysis, things that are just very factual that you can program it and you can say this is what I need you to do. But when it comes to interacting with other people and the nuances involved, which we already mentioned, and that personal sort of connection, it can't touch it. It just can't touch it right now. I don't want to sound like back in the 80s, can't touch this, but I did see him in concert.
Oh wow! Ba-da-da-da.
Is
that MC Hammer?
Yeah, and he opened up. Who opened up for him, Mark? Is Vanilla Ice. Ice.
Wow!
Baby. It was the most amazing ever thing to see him come out and do. I mean, remember how that was back in the day, Mark? Come on, the mullet baby, Ice, baby. Come on.
It was fantastic. I won't lie. And maybe I did buy those pants. Maybe I didn't.
I had parachute pants.
Talk about it. Yeah.
John did.
There's some things that people just need. Here, this is great. Dafoify.
Yeah.
Dafoify.
I concur.
I concur. There's some things that people just need people to talk it out. Sales is still a personal touch in serving your customer. I think empathy and judgment is not going to get replaced. Even if it is better than us.
Yeah.
It's still there's the soul of a human can't be replaced, and you can't get rid of the artificial in the artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think that so my theory is that I've tested out. They have these receptionists and stuff like that you can use, and you can give it a basic script, and it can do some really impressive stuff. In my experience, the AI person always sounds a little deadpan. I think in order to make it so that they can respond as quickly as they do. And so it comes off a little weird. I do think it's going to get a lot better, but my guess is that that's going to get, well, like you were saying, Mark, people want to know that they're talking to a real person, and people are going to start, they're going to want to verify, basically. And then
Yeah.
the other side is that my guess is that things are probably going to get, as that gets better and better and better, my guess is that that's going to get regulated to the point where you have to disclose it's AI if if it's a bot that's actually talking to somebody. So I don't see basically the only way you could, I think, buy a piece of property with an AI bot is to effectively deceive somebody that it's an actual person all the way to the point of the closed transaction, which I just don't see people being comfortable with at a regulatory level, let alone a personal level.
Yeah, no, 100%. I just read an article on Bigger Pockets about AI fraud hitting landlords.
Hmm.
And, you like that due diligence, they can just fake it, right? It's like a fake W-2. And so you really have to go and meet the person now
Wow.
to know and that they are who they say they are, and see that physical document and verify it. So what's interesting is I think that there's a generational gap as well. Like Mike and I are significantly older than you, John. Embarrassingly older. And I think, and Mike, let me know if you disagree, but I think our generation's still a little bit naive. Like we grew up with the internet, and we were we were sort of like the early adopters of e-com on the internet. Like I remember back in the day, like you wouldn't buy anything online. Like you didn't trust it. And you remember those early days?
Yeah.
And now like Amazon every day.
Yeah.
No problem. It's
all day,
so
every day.
safe. But I think all day, every day. But I think the younger generation that's growing up with this is just the skepticism is already baked in. They're going to be less naive than the older generation. And my 80-year-old parents, oh my gosh, we actually have a password set up, and I have it set up with my family too, that if anybody ever calls you, it sounds just like me, and I need something, just ask, what's the password? And that'll do it.
That's a great idea. I was just looking at or watching some reading info as well about people. Older people are so, they can really be taken advantage of. They make it sound like you. So that password, I used to do that with my daughter when she was little. My daughters, they'd say, listen, if you're ever at a place and you feel uncomfortable, call me up and say you're feeling blue. And if you're feeling blue, I know that means there's a problem and I'm coming. So something with our parents because of that, Mark. That is worth taking notes on right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Courtney has a really good point. She thinks Gen Alpha will have a problem. Will have a problem. Wait, it will not have a problem. It will feel normal to them.
Yeah, I actually think that there's a point there too. Like I've seen people that have like an intake bot that will talk to people and be upfront. Like it'll say like I'm the XYZ AI agent. Can I ask you some questions about your property? And then people will open up to it in a way that they wouldn't necessarily to a person, and knowing that it's an AI bot, because when you're talking to a tool, you might say more than you would actually to a person. And so I do think that there's something there, but that's more augmentative than something that's actually a replacement for people.
No, absolutely. I mean, if you don't have a Mike Zano in your life to do conversational qigong and go deep, I mean, you can talk to the AI, and it can really help you do some reasoning and kind of be a quasi therapist for you. And you're like, oh wow, I do feel better, right? But I've done both, and again, nothing's going to beat Mike. And what's also interesting is Mike's going to call me out. He'll be super honest with me, where we find like they're more agreeable,
Yes.
unless you tell it not to be agreeable.
Right.
And even then, it still wants to agree with you, and it's kind of just reflect back to you your own feelings. So it's not necessarily the greatest of therapists, but if you don't have one, it's better than nothing, I think. But even going, like as a CEO, what I'll do is I'll have a problem and I'm like, okay, I'm reasoning it out, right? So I'll go to like a reasoning model and I'll say, imagine you're Steve Jobs. This is how I'm going to solve this problem. What would Steve Jobs do? Or what would Elon Musk do? Or what did Jeff Bezos do? Imagine you're them. How would they tackle this? What are some flaws in my reasoning? And it's actually helped me be a better CEO in a lot of instances.
Wow. 100%.
Yeah.
That's really, yeah. I think we keep hitting upon a very common theme here. Well, where AI has many capabilities, the one thing it doesn't have is in the relationships and the connections that we make. And I can't tell you, Mark, how many times, like you both know, when you're after a while, when you become surrounded by land deals, people call you up, hey, I got this deal, whether it's someone that's another investor or somebody in an area where you invest. I mean, you start to build these relationships with people, and deals don't just come from mailing anymore. They come from all angles and all directions, and so I start to think that the strongest currency is really relationships, right? That's really what drives all this. Life is relationships and networking and people want to have other people to trust and to work with. So I just don't see AI. That's one thing I keep hearing over and over in our discussion. I don't see AI taking that over. It just can't. They want to work with and trust you, Mark, or you, John, or me, Mike. They want to work and trust with us and build that connection and that relationship. AI can certainly support that relationship in many aspects, but it can't replace it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going right now to ChatGPT, and I'm just writing a prompt. I'm mad at John. What's a good way to approach him? And it'll give me like a good script, right?
Yeah.
But really that in that way, like it could help us in our relationships where we can pause and say, okay, I'm feeling this way. This is what I want to say to John, but what's going to be a relationship enhancing way to approach it? And it just kind of gives you that space that in the past, like I would just go off on John, and now John's mad at me and he's defending himself. And now we're into a thing. So it's that part's exciting, Mike, I think.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I
think
think
you concur.
I concur.
Oh no!
I do concur.
Let's go.
John might concur before me, but yeah. It's just we're in a great position right now, Mark. I mean, even in the short time, I'd say short time. It's been over a decade now that I'm doing this, but so much has changed, in terms of our ability to get information and to access it, to use it, to do our deals. So much has changed, and it's really positive. There's really nothing negative here. You still need to be the CEO, though, right? You still need to be the one managing this, running this. You still need to be that. I think of entrepreneurs like heroes, superheroes, because many people, Mark, just want to collect that check. W-2 employee, I'll collect a check. I don't want to think outside the box. So even stepping out of that and becoming an entrepreneur, you're literally a superhero, and you need that. You need that person to run this whole business, this whole equation.
Yeah, let's play a game, shall we?
Sure, we shall.
Okay, if you're on live right now, put into the chat your favorite prompt that you use regularly for your land business. That could be fun.
It could be fun.
While people are doing that, I want to tell people about my favorite time-saving tool.
All right.
And you don't need to do it because it's $20 a month. And but I love it. It's Serif SERIF.ai. And it goes in and it gets trained in Gmail on all like the way I write. And so it just automatically creates drafts for me. Now today you could create a Zap in ChatGPT, or you could do an MCP, or you could go on make.com and you could connect it and it could create drafts for you. And you could do it. There's a little bit of work involved, but this automatically does it. And for me, to save, you know, an hour or two a day in just email drafts, I'm coming out way ahead in that $20. It's been a huge
How
time
do you
saver for
spell
me.
it? Is it SERAF?
SERIF.ai.
Ah, yeah.
I'll put it in here. I think I even have a affiliate link somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Look, you're on the page, Mark. It says how Mark the Land Geek saves 2 hours plus a day with Seraph.
There he
Yeah,
is.
I'm on the page. I love
You're
it.
on the page.
I have a affiliate link for people to save money. I have to find it. So
That's awesome.
maybe on my next newsletter, I'll send it out.
This is a wow. You know, Mark, it's like the old tip of the week. We should be doing that on the nightcap. You just crushed it.
Yeah, and let's do it. Okay, so now everyone's gonna have a tip of the week.
Oh,
Who's
we
on
all
live?
It's just
Okay.
that actually, are we going to do AI themed tips of the week from all of us?
We could. All right, John. What's your favorite AI tip of the week?
So, okay. So my AI tip would be to, when you are using AI and building out prompts, give your specify a role, right?
Okay.
And so if you're asking for advice on, like, let's say you load in like a transcript from a sales call, right? And you want advice on how the sales call went. Well, who's a sales persona that you really respect and look up to? Maybe it's Chris Ross, maybe it's Alex Hermosi. What you do is you load the transcript and you say, you are Chris Voss. I've hired you for an exorbitant amount of money to review the transcript of this call and tell me where I could do better, right? And then what it does is it adopts that persona and provides you advice. And so you can utilize that in a variety of different roles. I use that too, like if there are books that I want to like absorb but don't necessarily have the time to read, I will talk to AI and I'll say, okay, I'd like you to step into the role of this author, and then let's have an interactive conversation about the material in this book so that I can absorb it, right? And so you can start utilizing it to better yourself, right? You want to use AI to make yourself smarter, right? And to actually grow. So
I mean, as an author, that hurts my feelings. I want you to read the book, John.
I know. I just talk to AI Mark all the time. It's great.
And you know, it's so funny because like these YouTube videos now, like these long form YouTube videos, I can just go and summarize the video.
Yeah.
And it's great.
I do that
like
like
salient
multiple
points.
times a day.
Yeah. It's a great way to learn things. Just get to the point.
I know.
For sure. So here's some tips. But before we go to the tips, Mike, you want to throw out one of yours?
One of mine. So I got this from a friend of mine, Chris, who he teaches people how to use AI and whatnot. And one of the things he says is at the end of every prompt, you say, ask me one question and only one question at a time until you fully understand the task. So adding that in makes a huge difference because it begins to really try to hone in on what you want it to do before it does it. And I think that's huge.
I love that. Okay, here's Anna. I send chat a title record from the county and ask to check for a break in chain.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I mean, that alone, Anna, you're really making Nightcap valuable. Thank you.
Anna, did it work?
Did it work, Anna?
I find it helpful too. You can like with the role, you just tell it like you are a world-class title expert specifying in insert state here. And you want to use you have to be a little bit careful with AI because it can hallucinate. But if you use like the thinking, so ChatGPT, there's a thinking model if you're on the paid plan, and that one generally is more thorough in its research. And I'll use that for title research, and I've learned a lot doing that. It's great.
That's great. I mean, I do think it's really important to treat AI as an intern. It's going to get you 80% there, but you got to check its work. You got to treat it like an intern. Don't ship it. Don't ask it to write your marketing copy, right? There is something called AI slop. We're all going to sound the same if we're all doing the same stuff. So you want to insert the human part of the quirky part of you that differentiates you. Here's Mike DiCarlo, 2876. Tell me what makes me so great. That's a great prompt. No, I've used it to summarize county public marketing minutes, zoning, and land use codes. Fantastic, Mike.
Glad Mike's here. Nice to see you, Mike.
Yeah. Here's Andrew. Create for me 20 high traffic ad titles for selling land in XYZ County. Andrew, that's a fantastic
Thanks,
one.
Andrew. Thanks for coming.
Here's Jessica. I will say the Mark chatbot has saved my brand new land business more than once.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So, Jessica, for our flight school students, they do get access to my clone. You can ask me all types of questions. It's trained on like thousands and thousands of hours of content and trainings. It's fantastic. So thank you, because I really did make a big investment in that. And to be honest, I think you're the only one using it. I said it to my parents. It sounds like me, by the way. Like you can call it, and you can talk to it. It sounds just like me. And I said it to my mom. She's like, "Oh, this is weird. I don't like it."
Did she ask it for the password?
No, she didn't. She was just like, "This is weird."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Mom, ask me a land question." She's like, "No, I'll just call you."
I made it say every time I ask a question, it starts with Mike, you're up. So it's funny to hear Mark say that every time. And then it gives the answer.
I love Mike is the king.
Mike is.
Harvey's
Mike.
giving me. I use it from time to time. Awesome. I'll use it. How to access it? And are you in flight school? You should have access.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. If you don't, just go to your Slack coach. They'll give it to you, for sure. Oh, she's a graduate. Yeah. Come back, Anna. Come back. Okay. What else we got?
Oh
What
no.
else we got? Let's
Do we have
transition.
questions?
What's that?
Do we have any other questions coming in?
Yeah. Let's play another game. Let's play Stump the Geeks. Who's got a question for us?
Come on, yeah. Bring it on.
Go to ChatGPT or to Grok or to Claude and be like, hey, I'm on this live nightcap. These guys are talking about land investing, but I want to ask them a question that's going to be a very difficult question for them to answer to see how smart they are.
Oh boy. You're really setting us up here now.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh, Mark, what is your favorite prompt? I don't know if I have a favorite prompt. That's a good question. Harvey. Good question. What is my favorite prompt? I mean, I'll tell you what I've been doing now, Harvey. That I really think is going to be valuable. Is I'm going in and I'm going to my org chart, and I'm saying, okay, I've got an intake manager, I've got somebody that posts ads, we've got our sales team, we've got our due diligence team, and I'm like, okay, these and they're all great, right? But what if I create a custom GPT for each role? My idea being, okay, maybe 3 years from now, 5 years from now, these will be good agents. But for right now, the agent thing's not working great. But who knows in the future? But what I want to do is access their knowledge. I want to clone them just like I clone myself. So I'm creating custom GPTs for each role in the org chart. And I'm creating each custom GPT and training it like I would hire, recruit. So I have recruit, hire, train, and iterate with that team member. And then, so I create that custom GPT. And then from there, that is their clone. And I keep adding more information as they keep working. So any SOPs, any issues that come up, I give them guardrails. So I'm thinking in the future, like, hey, I don't want this marketing manager to go out and spend $1,000 on ads. So they have a guardrail. So I give them that. And so I create a custom GPT. I do that. And then I do it in Markdown. So I like, I'm getting really geeky here, but I want to do it in Markdown because that's the way you really want to properly do it. And then I think one day, first of all, I'll be sharing those with clients, but then one day those could be agents and they could actually go out and do the work that the current team is doing. So Harvey, to answer your question, that's kind of what I'm excited about doing is cloning the team.
That's cool. The other day, I just hired a operations manager recently, and I'm training him on the business, and I just went on a walk and like just spat out everything I could think of for I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 hours, and then it wrote this 205-page book about our entire business model and broke it out into sections and like individual chapters, and it's crazy. And so it's like this whole reference material that he can go through at any time.
Wow.
But
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. So Andrew talks about AI note takers. So I use note takers. There's not a note taker I don't like, but my two favorites now are otter.ai and granola.ai. So check those out. They're fantastic. Andrew, so still talking human to human, but having takeaway notes while being able to stay engaged in the conversation. Yeah, absolutely. Andrew, that is a great use.
John, did you say you went for a 4-hour walk?
yeah, it was multiple walks. Totaled about 4 hours.
I can't believe you. I've seen you walk a lot, so I was thinking it's possible it was 4 hours, but
Yeah, it is. Like I do walk a lot. I go on ChatGPT walks, and so I'll just talk to my phone and sort out things. It's great.
I've been using Whisperflow. Have you guys checked out Whisperflow yet?
It's
Love
great.
Wait,
It's
what is
great.
Whisper? Wait.
You can you can just kind of like talk like this, like really quietly into your phone, and it like transcribes everything really accurately and fast. And so instead of typing now my prompts, I'll just talk to it. And journaling now, I don't type and journal. I'm just like, yeah, I had a great day. I was on Nightcap with Mike. I felt like John was giving me the stink eye, but maybe it was just more me. And it was weird. Like he wouldn't ever say I concur. And I just like talking to it.
I just downloaded it. You're using this, John, too?
Yeah, I love it because like when you use the ChatGPT voice thing, sometimes it fails and it doesn't work. But Whisper is great, and it also like there are other Claude and Perplexity I use, and they don't have as good voice functionality as ChatGPT, and so you can just kind of use it everywhere, and so it's great.
It's great. Yeah, Don, you're not old. Age is a mindset, my friend. Check out Whisperflow. But John, like I will say though, I feel like I'm using 10% of these tools, like the power of them, because like Dia, have you guys used Dia browser? There's, oh my gosh, Dia is amazing.
Like idea, like DEA.
I'll put it in the chat. DIA.
DIA.
Yeah, I'll send you guys.
What is this?
I don't know if you can get it yet. It used to be the Arc browser. Now it's Dia. And so if I go to Dia, it's kind of like the ChatGPT browser that just came out, Atlas. So you can be on the page and you can start asking questions on the page. So I can go to Stripe and I'm like, hey, analyze my data. When I go on a spreadsheet, I'll analyze my data. It's incredible what you can do. Summarize this document, summarize this article, whatever it is. It's really cool. And this is the future. Perplexity has Comet now. Same kind of thing. I know. I'm getting a little too excited. It's super cool. All
right, just download it.
It saves a lot of time. Mark P putting the geek in the land geek. Sorry, Scott. I know. Cheers to Scott.
Cheers.
Mike, what are you drinking?
Well, I already had some couple of drinks tonight, so I'm having some water to hydrate. But I had tonight out to eat with Laura. I had the the pumpkin. You guys do it out there? The pumpkin beer with the vanilla shot and a cinnamon rim. You guys do that?
No, that sounds delicious though.
Is that a New England thing? I don't know. It's unbelievable. Yeah, you have a pumpkin beer, like a really good one, with a vanilla vodka shot in it. Then you do a cinnamon rim. Oh my god! And then I had a chocolate s'mores bourbon old fashioned for dessert. So yeah, I'm pretty good.
Chocolate s'mores bourbon old fashioned.
It was pretty good. Came with a marshmallow all toasted.
That's really good. John, what about you? What are you drinking?
I've got a non-alcoholic Klaus Taylor. So,
Nice.
Klaus Taylor.
My speaking of non-alcoholic, my buddy Dieter, who does not watch Nightcap, by the way, I'll have to shame him about that. He sent me a picture last night of Athletic Oktoberfest.
Oh yeah,
and he said it was great.
it's
So I'm excited to try
crazy.
that.
Like I don't know what has happened, but the world of non-alcoholic beers is somehow exciting right now.
It's exciting. I mean, who wants to dim their consciousness? You know, I mean, the umami of beer is delicious, but I don't want to affect my sleep.
Yeah.
You know, it's like bad for you.
Yeah, and
But
it's
I
just
get
like,
the taste in the social aspect of it without. Yeah, but go ahead, John.
yeah. I mean, I've got 6 kids, and if I have a beer with lunch on Sunday, I'm like, I'm useless. I need a nap. And so it's nice. It's nice to be able to enjoy the taste of beer without being exhausted on the other side of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, GTPJJ, what are some websites, ways y'all utilize to find new leads before foreclosure? So you need to get on a call with us, brother, because we're getting these properties before they go to foreclosure. We're doing a letter writing campaign, and so it's a whole thing. But we're going to get a list. We're going to scrub the list. We're going to price the list. We're going to send out offers. And so if you go to thelandgeek.com, you can learn a lot about our process and how we get these deals before foreclosures. And I highly recommend you schedule a call with one of these jamooks, Mike, John, or Scott, and they'll kind of walk you through and see if this is a good way for you to create passive income. All right. And here's another warning from Harvey. Remember, give up some intellectual property when you use AI. Yeah. Don loves Budweiser Zero. I haven't had Budweiser Zero. Have you guys had it?
I have. I think it's refreshing. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Budweiser non-zero.
Okay.
I mean, on
I've
a
had-
hot day.
I've had Heineken Zero. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I haven't had Budweiser Zero. I'll have to try it. I'm from St. Louis. I got to support. So the question is, do I just schedule it through the website? Yeah, you can go through the website. I think there should be book a call on the website there.
John must know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so. If you just go to the landgeek.com.
Yeah, the landgeek.com.
Training? Is it / training?
Yeah, I think it's the landgeek.com / training. I'll put it in here.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Mike.
I've heard you say it so many times that now I have it embedded in my memory.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's time for the shameless plug of Nightcap. Here we go.
Well, can people still come to the event, Mark, or is it sold out, or what's the deal?
No, you can still get tickets to Dirt Rich Summit,
So
which,
people-
by the way, as we're shamelessly plugging, there will be lots of AI conversations at the summit. So if you like this, imagine 2.5 days of geekiness.
Yeah.
And it's going to be incredible. But to Mike, like your point, those relationships, those connections in a live setting, that energy, meeting you guys is literally priceless. So
I
for
tell
sure.
people, very rarely you're going to get that many people together in such a unique little niche. And you come there, guarantee you'll have a drink with someone, get a meal with someone. You'll find new friends for life that will help you be accountability partners, and you'll find your people there. And so it's just going to be an amazing event of just networking. And yeah, AI can't do that.
Can't do that. Yeah. Oh, here's Scott. I love this. He writes, just remember when you get to Austin, it's y'all. All y'all.
All y'all.
I love it.
I like it.
Can't wait to meet you guys at Summit. We can't wait to meet you. 2 more weeks, baby. It's coming.
Wow, it's only 2 weeks away. Are you kidding me?
I know, isn't that crazy?
Mike, I'd bring your computer for notes.
Absolutely.
Honestly, let's talk about AI. Like, I would have Granola open during the sessions, recording it, and then you can take notes at the same time, but it's recording it, and then you can interact later with your notes. It's pretty cool. So absolutely bring your computer and use Granola. Yeah, I'll put it in here. I love this, actually. And I think it's free still. I'm not sure.
Granola?
Granola.ai is fantastic.
It's great. It's also like if anybody here is going to go on a long ChatGPT walk, Granola is great for like grabbing super long transcripts as well. You can talk to it for hours and it'll save your transcripts.
Yeah, Austin, Texas.
Do you use the basic
November 6th through 8th
version?
I upgraded.
You did. So why would I use Granola if I have ChatGPT? What will Granola do for me?
So Granola's nice. So I've got on my phone like a little Granola shortcut here, and so I can like press the button, and now it just started a note, and so it's recording, and so I can do it for like live. Like if I'm sitting down with somebody in person, I can like press the button and like record, and then I've got notes from our meeting that I can interact with later.
So if you're talking to ChatGPT, like on the walk, I use the talking version. Granola can be recording everything that's talked about.
Well, ChatGPT has a 10-minute limit for the voice transcript thing. And then also sometimes it fails. Like you'll talk to it for 8 minutes and then it says, I didn't quite catch that. And so Granola is more reliable for the transcript side of things. And then you can use it for a large period of time. You can talk to it.
You're saying if you try to talk and before you even look for a response from ChatGPT, you can't talk for 10 minutes. Like is what you're saying.
Right. So once you get to 10 minutes, it stops and then it starts transcribing that. So you have to do it in 10-minute chunks.
That's a lot of conversation. You're not a very good listener, John. If you're talking to AI for 10 minutes, not getting any input, poor AI wants to say something.
It's really just me talking. I don't care what it says, so it's great.
It is pleasing though. It's always like, Mike, that's a great point. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
It's funny. Sometimes I have to tell it to stop complimenting me.
Yeah.
It does a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Is the event? I think the event is on the website, isn't it? Or no?
I
don't think it is.
If you just type in Dirt Rich Summit Land Geek, it'll come right up on the internet.
Yeah. You can just Google it or ChatGPT it.
Or use Perplexity.
Or use Perplexity.
Another one with Perplexity.
Perplexity's great. I haven't Googled in.
How much are you guys paying a month in AI?
The free version of Perplexity is great too.
I'm paying $20 a month for it.
It's called Comet though.
Yeah, Comet is included with it, so it's like smart. But I'm not going to keep it. Like, I don't need all these, but I like just playing around with them.
Wow, organize your tabs.
I got a buddy. He spends like thousands a month, and he's like, it's great. He's like, I've got a PhD researcher in my pocket. Like for his business, it's worth it. For what we do, I don't think we need that much power.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, look at that.
Well, I think this is a great nightcap. Put in the chat if this was a good nightcap for you, and if you got value, and if you're going to refer one friend for next week, one friend that you think is going to get some infotainment from us geeky land investors.
Infotainment. Yeah, we're infotainers.
And we're infotainers.
I feel like I'm entertaining.
That's my new resume. I'm an infotainer.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of, I'm just curious. Have you guys seen the Billy Joel 2-part documentary on? I think it's on HBO on
How good is
Max.
it?
It's really interesting. You forget how good this guy was, and
Oh.
is. He's
Yeah.
in his 70s, and I mean, you know, he just was. He's a musical genius.
I'm about to watch that.
Yeah.
That's noteworthy.
All right. Harvey said it's always awesome. Lauren, amazing. Love the granola tip. Mike, love it. Anna's giving thumbs up. Yeah, you guys spread the word, spread the love. We have to beat on these live streams Alex Hormozy. He's our North Star. Him
He's
or
probably
Gary
watching
Vee.
right now.
Yeah, Alex, thanks for watching.
Yeah, Alex, bring a friend next time.
Bring one friend, buddy. That's it. Andrew Newbarth, great. Another great nightcap.
Thanks, Andrew.
Well, thanks everybody. John, Mike, thank you guys. I love you guys. Dude, buddy, nightcap OG. I hope you're feeling better.
Yes.
And we'll see everybody next week. Cheers, to
Cheers.
everybody. Cheers.
Yeah.
And don't forget, eat bologna, buy land.
Mike.